Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be going over the concept of for loops in Python. I won't be getting super complex and in-depth with this video. I'm simply going to go over how for loops work and the conceptual idea behind them. So the idea is that we have a collection of data, something that we can iterate over, something we can loop through. Some examples might be, let's say, a list of numbers, a string of characters, or a range of numbers. And actually, this list could be a variety of different things, but right there, it's just a list of numbers. So the syntax goes a little something like this. For item in iterable object. Within this, the for and the in are Python syntax. They will never change, and they're necessary for writing the correct code for a for loop. The item and the iterable object, however, are two things that vary. The item, for instance, is a new variable that you can call whatever you want. It's a temporary variable, and it's going to represent the current position of our iterator. What an iterator is essentially just each individual element within these iterable objects. So this entire thing right here, this entire string right there, and this entire range right there. Each one of these in their entirety is an iterable object, and within each one of these, the 40, the 32, the 73, these are all individual iterators. So the item is going to be a representation of where we're at within the iterable object each time it loops through. So for instance, how that's going to work is, let's just type this out real quick. And we can call our item char, this example, in hello. Add our colon right here, and then we want to do something with the object underneath the colon. There's a variety of different things you could do. You can do a combination of things. You can get very intricate with this. However, for the sake of simplicity, we're going to use the very simple and straightforward print. And within the parentheses, we're going to add the name of our item. And that would be the syntax for this specific example. What's going to happen is that the item is going to loop through each one of these iterators within the iterable object right here. And for each one of the iterators, it's going to carry out the print task. So it's going to loop through, it's going to print H, and then it will loop again and be a representation of where we are in the loop, which is the E iterator. And then it will print E, and then it will continue to go to L, and O until it ultimately ends. And what essentially happens is this variable disappears and it stops running. That would be the end of the loop. Same thing goes for range. Ranges are a little bit different. As you can see, I mean, instead of parentheses, you do a range, or instead of the quotations, you do a range and then the parentheses. So we'll move over here, and let's say we want to print the numbers 1 through 7. It's different in the sense that if you want to print numbers 1 through 7, you have to do 1 and then 8. It's just the way it's set up, so it will stop right before 8. That's where it's going to end, and hence you get the 7 right there. No, it kind of doesn't make sense, but that's just the way it works out. So if you wanted to also, start with 0 and just simplify this, like we could do just as this right here. So let's say and let's call our item X in range, and then we just have the 10 right here, and what this is going to do is it's going to start from 0 and then go all the way up to 9. We can try that out and just run it here in a second. So let's do print, and then our X, and let's comment this stuff out first. Let's get rid of it, actually. More simple. You can run that, and as you can see, it's 0 through 9 right there. And let's try some output for our string variable as well, or our iterable object as a string. So for, and let's call the item letter this time. In coffee, we can do colon, print again, and letter, and we can run this. And what you can see is that it's the representation of the iterator. And there's our iterator, and it will cycle through each one of these characters within that string until it reaches an end. You could even like mix this up a little bit. Let's go back to ranges, for instance. For x in range, I don't know, let's do 1 through 10. So we'll do 11, and we can go in and print x, and let's say we want to find the square product of each item within 0 through 10. So we can add in a asterisk, which is a representation of the multiplication symbol, and multiply it by itself. So this command should just generate the squared product of each item within this range. And as you can see, 0, 1, 4, 9, etc. It goes all the way down, loops through until it ends. So this is the very basics of for loops, how they work, and the syntax within Python itself. Ranges are used quite a bit for loops, so I do plan on doing a video on that more in depth pretty soon here, so keep an eye out. But in the meantime, this is all I have for you. Thanks for stopping by.